Oh, hey guys, I didn't know you even clicked. It is 8 o'clock. No wonder you're here. Oh, I should have known that. Well, what are we going to look at today? Well, I'm going to tell you about 10 toys I wish they made when I was a kid. Whew, it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, a lot of these toys, I stayed away from like the action dramas, the 18, Riptide, Magnum PI, stuff you heard me talk about before. Kind of wanted them maybe the sitcom era or more when I was real little. But these are toys I wish they would make. Action figures or just maybe cars. I don't know. I just wish they made something along the line when it came to these top 10 toys. I love watching this stuff as a kid. So let's start with number 10. A show that was really probably over my head at the time, but I loved it. Soap. Remember that TV show Soap? Oh, it was woke before woke was a thing. Before people cry, oh, get woke, go broke, or oh, look at us, look how woke we are. Man, I mean, they had a played by Billy Crystal. They had interracial marriage. Probably tackled alcoholism and other stuff I probably didn't even know about. But I didn't care because they had that guy from, what was that guy's name? Richard Mulligan, was that his name? He went on to be on Empty Nest. He saw a UFO, and I was like, oh man, that's great. But I would love a playset based on this. Who wouldn't want a playset of the Tate house? It would, the Tate family from Soap. I'm talking, Jessica Tate and her family. I'm not talking about, the Manson Tate family. Nobody wants a playset of that house. But it would have been awesome. I love Soap. I need to go back and watch it. I watched it probably in the early 90s and went back and rewatched it. Still loved it then. But who didn't love Soap? I couldn't wait to watch Soap. And I would say I can understand why my mom watched soap operas so much. But I understood that because I got really hooked on Guiding Light. I could have put Guiding Light on this list. Oh, that thing, Roger Thorpe. Oh, Alan Spaulding always taking over. Oh, still gets my blood boiling when I think, oh, that Reva Shane. What a hussy. She married everybody in the Lewis family. Billy Lewis. Josh Lewis, of course, she always has something with Josh. She even got it on with H.B. Lewis. And that other guy, Kyle, that was kind of related to the family. I don't remember how. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic here. Number 9, The Andy Griffith Show. Who wouldn't want Andy Griffith? Tell me you wouldn't want a B. Arthur. Tell me you wouldn't want an Aunt B figure. Who wouldn't want that? Or Otis Campbell? Who would not want to play with an Otis Campbell figure? I mean, you could do them all. Well, you probably want to make like a Melloway figure of Helen Crump. Ugh, what a horrible name. Helen Crump. Ugh. No. She would have been so much better if he just stayed with a pharmacist. What was her name? The lady that was on Father Knows Best. Anyway, Ellie. I think her name was Ellie. Who wouldn't want that? If you ever noticed on Andy Griffith's show, no one's married. Well, I guess you have Otis. The town drunk is married. But that's about it. Now, I know Floyd's married on some episodes, but then he's a widow in some episodes. But it's kind of just weird how no one's married on that show. Well, I guess the mayor is, or at least one of the mayor. Anyway, I'm getting way off topic. This would have been cool. If you want to do a whole Mayberry Town playset, which would have been cool in the courthouse and everything, you could at least give us a police car with the Andy and Barney figure. Who wouldn't want that? But we're talking black and white here. We're not talking color. Everyone knows the color episode sucks. Sorry, Jack Warden. It's true. They suck. They suck. We don't want anything related. We don't want a Howard Sprague figure. Sorry. We want to stay, even make the figures black and white. Would have been cool. At least if you ask me. Now, here's one based on I was going to say cartoon, but it's not really a cartoon, live action, but it was very strange, very strange. My sister first told me to watch this back in the 70s, and I thought they was going to review all local zoos. I was getting excited. I thought I was going to see some animals, and I did see some animals. I saw a talking frog, and a hippopotamus, and an owl. It was called the New Zoo Review. Well, they had that girl with that mini skirt on. Now this time I was going to school swearing up and down that I hated girls, yucky girls. But now I would go home, watch New Zoo Review, and see this girl or a mini skirt. Not girl, woman, sorry. Whew. Opened up some stuff in me I didn't even know at the time. I was like 7 years old. I didn't even know. I was probably younger than that. But who wouldn't want toys based on the New Zoo Review? I know I sure would have. That would have been awesome. Oh, well, how about a cartoon? How about one based on a cartoon? Now, I don't know. I was a fan of this show. I did a video where I ranked every character for Laugh Olympics, but you guys didn't really do good in the view. So maybe you guys didn't grow up with Laugh Olympics like I did. This would have been an awesome toy line. You could have done cars with like the figure inside the car. You could have done racetracks of each team. There's just so many opportunities with Laugh Olympics. Why? Why didn't we get Laugh Olympic toys? I will never, ever understand. Now let's go more into the 80s. I was a little bit older, but I still love this show. Alf. Now I know NECA's made an Alf figure, but I need more than Alf. I need Willie. I need Brian. I need the girl that goes in the closet and says, hey, we all know what she said. We didn't have to hear her. She was a great actress. We could read her lips. Remember that? And then you have the mom. I don't remember the mom's name. She's a redheaded lady. I don't know. And then you have Mrs. Almonic. Good night, Mrs. Almonic, wherever you are. Oh, great show, great show. And then later season, they brought in like her cousin or something that lived. And he knew Alf. He's like a little kid. I was kind of toned out by then, to be honest, but they try to bring some new life on it. I hate when they bring on new characters, try to bring life into the show. The mom gets pregnant or something. Just ruins the show. Never brings life back to it. But Alf, I need Alf. Alf, I need Willie. I need a playset. I need them all. Not just an Alf figure. I would have been crazy for this back in the day. Number 5, I think I might have lost count, but here's one. Now, I was probably about 11 when this came out. I might have been a little too old for it. I don't care. I was crazy about it. And we're talking Fraggle Rock. Remember Fraggle Rock? Down in Fraggle Rock. Oh, wait a minute. The song went, down in Fraggle Rock, down in Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock. Remember that? You guy had a little beaner cap on. Oh, and then you had the O's. What was those big guys? Oh, I don't know what they call. They hung out by the trash heap, but they always had a sneak past. Remember, trash heap was kind of like the Pizza Hut mixed with Jabba the Hutt, and there was a bunch of trash. Had rats sitting on it, and you had to go past the trash. You had to sneak past these big ghoulish monsters guys to get to the wise talking trash. Oh, and I love Uncle Traveler Mac. Didn't hate when an episode that wasn't Uncle Traveler Mac on it. I loved Uncle Traveler Mac. Now, I'm sure they made some toys, maybe some Happy Meals for this, but I'm talking early days here. There wasn't no toys to be found. Oh, those little dozers guys. Remember those little dozers? They would work hard building these buildings, and the Fraggles would just come around and eat them. Fraggles were kind of assholes. Fraggles, man. They could have done like Lego stuff with building blocks with the dozers. Why didn't they do it? The dozers look so cuddly, so I just wanted to squeeze them. Oh, and that dog Sprocket, was that his name? Sprocket? Oh. Man, brings back some memories. And let's go with number 4. You're going to say, Junkman, this is just crazy, but you can't do that on television. What a great Nickelodeon show. I would have loved toys. Action figures based on this. Now, you could have done him as character. You could have had the dad guy, where you played like the murder dictator. It's like, stop execution. What the kid said, stop execution. He's like, getting ready to kill the kid. I don't know if that was so well as a toy. You could have done the deadbeat dad always sat in his lazy chair. Oh, that would have been great too. Or Barf. Remember, that was his name, Barf. Remember, he was the hamburger cook guy, and he always said, what do you think's in the burger? Wait a minute. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. That's what the kids said when they was like, hey, where did Bobby go? He's been missing all week. What do you think's in the burger? What was it the chef's? Oh, yeah, he said, did I do that? No, that was Steve Urkel. What did he say? What did he say? I know what he said. I heard that. I still do that. I hear my kids talking trash about me in the other room. I peek my head in and say, but I heard that. Oh, I love that guy. Love that guy. I could have done I would have liked a studio set. Maybe the studio had Moose on it. Gotta have Kevin Kupacheski. Got to have Kevin Kupacheski. There's no way you could do this without Kevin Kupacheski. Maybe Lisa. Gotta have Lisa. Maybe you could have some slime fall on the figures. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome for sure. Whew, so many great characters to do. And actors from the show. Now let's look at another cartoon that I would have been crazy to have toys for. Speed Racer. Oh my God, Speed Racer was so awesome. Speed Racer, go, go, go. No, not go, go, Gadget. Go, go, Speed Racer. I mean, you had Racer X, you had Trixie, you had Papa, you had the little kid and the monkey. Oh, now I know later in the 90s they did make Speed Racer toys, but as a kid in the late 70s, early 80s, I would have ate up some Speed Racer toys. And yeah, I know they made them because look, I got a Speed Racer toy right there. See? The Mach 5. I got it. It's awesome and I love it. I love it to death. But I do wish that they made more stuff related to... Are we good now? Sorry about that. I wish they made Speed Racer toys. Why? Why, God, why didn't we have Speed Racer toys back in the day? Now, number 2, but while getting ready for this video, I found out they did make it, but I left it on the list. Land of Make-Believe toys / Mr. Rogers. I didn't want Mr. Rogers, but I wanted a Land of Make-Believe. Now, every once in a while, he would go in the kitchen and pull out these models from Land of Make-Believe, and I'll always think, oh, man. I wish I had those. Those look so dang awesome. Well, apparently they did make it, but I didn't know about it because I guess my parents didn't love me. But I'd love to have these as a kid. So I don't know if I can really count these, but I'm going to count them anyway. Now, let's go to number 1. And it's another cartoon. But I found out they made toys and action figures of this also, but only released in Japan, so I'm going to leave it on the list. I know you're saying, Junkman, he's probably going to say Space Giant. Junkman's always talking about Space Giants, and I should have. Why is Space Giants on this list? Okay, let's take off the Mr. Rogers toys because they did make it and put Space Giants there. Who didn't run home every day 305 TBS to watch Space Giants? But we're not talking number 1 Space Giants here. We're talking the number 1 show or the number 1 toy that I wish based on a show. Star Blazers. Who didn't? Oh my God, I was so crazy. Me and my brother was both crazy about Star Blazers. Again, they made some toys from Japan. I did a whole video on it, but I would have loved toys based on Star Blazers. Oh my God. I don't remember nothing about this show. I don't remember any of the characters' name. I don't remember the ship, Yamaha or something. I don't remember any of it. I just know as a kid, I love this thing. And it had a kick-ass theme song, which I don't even remember. There was something like, we are going out into space, fighting for Mother Earth. We will return when the series is done. It's something like that. I don't remember Star. I know. Junkman should research. I know I should have, but this is actually the second time I made the video because for some reason I recorded the whole thing in slow motion. You don't want to see that cut. Trust me. I don't know why. And I feel like I'm out of breath. I feel like I'm talking fast to get caught up because I've wasted a lot of time making this video. Anyway, Star Blazers were #1. Let me know some toys you wish they made as a kid from the TV shows you wish, or maybe some toys they did make and you didn't know about till you got an adult. And I was like, dang, I would have loved to have that as a kid. Let me know that and more in the comments below. Now, I'm not going to waste your time with all that thumb up, subscribe. You know all that, so just go ahead and do what you want to do. You know all that stuff already.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.